everybody. I figured this would be easier than trying to send out an email with these instructions. And the PowerPoint I'm about to put up is they're on slides 95 of the common work. I wanted to answer some questions as Zarel and I had been getting about what success coordinators should do and how they should handle the mock interviews. So here's an idea that we have for the remainder of this week and the upcoming next week. I'm just gonna kind of walk you through how I see it going. Share that screen real quick. So at the end of week 4 and the beginning of week 5, we really want to focus on the mock interviews. If students don't have a completely polished resume, that's actually fine. That's not a deal breaker for us. We can think about it in terms of just we're giving them the reps they need. The practice makes perfect. We're never going to have them walk out of here with our attendance struggles with anybody with completely polished set. And there are a few stalwarts who we can focus on, but really we're just trying to get as many people, as many reps as we can. So this warm-up is basically designed to have them think about the benefits of preparation. No matter what warm-up you choose, if you go with this one or others, it's the idea that not being prepared for something is really scary. We always prefer the experience. So even though these mock interviews can be a little uncomfortable and they might not always understand the purpose, hopefully we can provide a culture of productive failure and an error of culture, a culture of error where people know that this is the place to fall. You don't want to fall in the interview. You want to take your stumbles now so that you feel prepared when it's time. This is one of those key points. The more you sweat in the gym, the less you bleed in the ring. It's kind of our goal here. We just want to give them the exposure and make sure that they feel comfortable here so they're prepared out there. For your agenda for the next few days as we get to the end of this, because wow, we're missing a lot of days and we don't really know what the schedule will be, but think of it this way. It's a cycle of if you're not doing the mock interview, you're finishing the work you need to do. And if you did do the mock interview, unless you did it flawlessly, you should be taking feedback from that and doing a mock interview again at some point. Even if it's just focusing on specific questions or hammering on points of the resume and fine-tuning the work. When it comes to preparing students for the questions, it's actually hard to determine whether or not they should be writing all these out on their own and then handling the mock interview, or whether they should just try it first. You're going to have small enough rooms where you can ask people what they prefer and have them everybody at least should preview these questions. If they want to write in the comfort of their home, have them jot it down. But it's going to be hard to monitor their writing and encourage their work and prolonged writing from the virtual space. So whatever you do, make sure that students are discussing these questions, whether a whole group, in pairs, whatever it might be. Which of these are easy? Why are they easy? Hear their answers. Make sure they're actually right. Why are these are hard? What can we think about to make these questions less hard? This part can be really difficult in the sense that it's just difficult to know what you don't know, and our students have a hard time with positive self-inventory, so help them. They're great. Let them know they're great. And then as we go through these, at the end of these, please ask students what we can do better or what they would like to see of. Not practicing is not an option. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Last thing, just want to go over the document that Zarel shared. If you're a success manager, or I'm sorry, a success coordinator, really go through this and just think about how you're going to coach the student. We don't have a rubric because we're relying on your expertise and your knowledge of the student to kind of take a holistic approach to this. How do you want to do it? What kind of coaching is the student prepared for? Where are they at and where can you meet them? So you may choose to coach them on tone. You may just help them prepare answers to these questions so they have it in their mind. They may need to go back and write, even though they didn't write before, but always give them a next actionable step so they can kind of move on. I hope that this wasn't too much and that it was worth your time. Thank you. I just figured this would be easier than trying to do a whole email. Thanks, and please reach out to me with any questions.